Hi everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of my Tudor house. In the first episode you saw me like stripping it all down, knocking it to pieces. But what I did do inadvertently as I was smashing it about, I did damage the doors, so we will have to make some new doors for it, but hey ho, there you go. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you how I make my wood panelling for my great hall where they sit to eat in the Tudor house. So what I've done at first, to start off with, I've measured the walls and I've cut out a piece of cardboard that is exactly the right size of the wall, and I'm going to make my wood panelling on that and then stick it into the house. So what I've done is I've got my piece of card here, hope you can see that, and I've divided it into 4cm squares. And that's the size of the wood panelling that I want, the 4cm squares. And then what I'm going to use to make the wood panelling is I'm going to use coffee stirrers, because I find that they're just the right width, and I don't have to keep slicing bits of wood here and there. So what I do to start off with is I cut the rounded ends off, so I just snip them off each end like so, and then I'll start by doing the vertical lines and I'll glue them down. So I'll pop some glue into my tray here. I don't want too much. There we are. And then I'll just put a bit of glue on my coffee stirrer. It doesn't matter what size these are to start with, what length, because you're going to go the whole length of the paper anyway. So pop a bit of glue on there, and then I'll just centre the stick on the line and we'll work our way making the grid up as we go. And then the good thing about these coffee stirrers is you can use scissors to cut them, so you know, they're ever so easy because they're quite thin, which is nice. They don't stick out too far. So we stick them on, get them lined up like so. And then once we're done, we can just snip that off with scissors. So that'll be fine. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I won't do the whole thing while you're sitting here, but I'll give you the general idea of how it comes together. So we stick that one. Just keep the line central so you get a nice square. So and then when I do the horizontal lines, what I do is I measure each one, because I'm just sticking these on freehand, they're all going to be very slightly, well, they might be slightly different, so I won't go ahead and cut them all to the same size hoping that they'll all fit, because I made that mistake before and they didn't. So what I do next is that if I lay that across like so, and then I just mark where it comes to there, and then I can just cut that off like so, and that should give me the right size there. Just to stick like so, and then I carry on filling the whole grid up so the whole piece is done. So I'm quite looking forward to this Tudor house. I've never done anything that old before, so I've been having to look on the internet and try and get some ideas. we did pop to a visit to Hever Castle, which was quite interesting. It's where Anne Boleyn's parents lived, and yeah, where there was some really lovely bits and pieces there. So that gives us some good ideas of you know, how to make some of the furniture, which I'll be doing in a later video. And there's some gruesome bits in there. They had a torture chamber, which was quite interesting, but I won't be doing that, I don't think. Yeah, I like having a look round old castles and buildings and things. Very interesting how people used to live. It's quite an eye-opener. But yeah, I'll carry on with a bit of this, and then I can come back and show you obviously how far I've got. There we go. It's coming together slowly but surely. Okay, it's coming together. It doesn't. I don't think it takes too long. It's a little bit time consuming, but not too bad. Done a lot worse. So great, these coffee stirrers. I mean, if you don't want to buy them, you can pick them up from anywhere. You know, any coffee shop, McDonald's, anywhere. Just grab a few each time you go in. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to carry on doing this, and then, as I said, I'll coat it with the stain and varnish, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So we'll continue on, and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I've finished putting my coffee stirrers on there now, so I've got my nice grid pattern. I'll just show it to you there. That's going to be my wall. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start coating it with some dark oak stain and varnish. So let's start giving that a go. Actually, I'll get a piece of paper and put underneath, because otherwise I don't want to stain everything else, but that's it. And then we'll start putting this on. You probably have to do several coats, like 2 or 3 coats of this to make it come out to the desired effect. And also what I've found with this stain and varnish is, if you're using a brush to put it on, make sure you keep brushing the same way, because as it soaks into the paper it will show some of the brush marks. So you've got to keep it going the same way, because otherwise you'll get blobs and splashes on it and it won't look too good. See? There we go. Gradually, as you build it up, it will get darker, and hopefully it will start looking nice and old. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on brushing this on, and I'm going to put approximately 3 coats on it. Once I've put the 3 coats on it, I'll stick it on the walls of the house, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like and what effect we've achieved. So I'll see you very shortly. Okay, I've finished putting 3 coats of dark oak stain and varnish on the walls, and I've put them in now. I'm quite pleased with the way they've turned out. First of all, with this wall, what I did do is I left a cut out there for a fireplace to go in. So I'm going to build a fireplace to put in there. I did have a window up here, which I blocked out. I cut a bit of MDF and blocked out the window so that the fireplace can sit in there, because the window wasn't really, it was taking up too much room on the wall. So yeah, I've just left a gap there and we'll put a fireplace in there. Moving round, what I've done on the walls themselves, I had these light fittings which we ordered off of Temu, but none of them worked. So what I done is I took the wires out and I took the lampshades off, and I made some little candles to sit in them. I made that out of a cocktail stick, just painted it white and put a little bit of cotton on the top for a wick. And I think they look quite effective on the walls there, these candle holders. So I'm quite pleased with them. I've dotted a few around the room. On the stairwell there, I did block in the stairwell. I cut a bit of cardboard to fit in there and I blocked that in. And I made a door frame out of balsa wood. I just cut a door frame out there and put a sort of like a false door in there. It's not perfect, but I think it'll look quite nice. I'm going to put a light inside there so you just get a glimmer of light shining through. And I just cut out a little shield and put at the top. And then I coated all that with the same colour. I think it's turned out quite well. And the floor was a light colour. So all I've done is put a coating of, what was it, burnt sienna, yeah, acrylic paint. Because I'd Mod Podged it, the stain and varnish wouldn't stick to it, but the acrylic paint did, so I'm quite pleased with that. And I wanted sort of like a rough looking wooden floor, so yeah, it's come out okay. I think the next step will be, I'm going to do my fireplace and I'm going to put some beams on the ceiling, so that will be in the next episode. But I hope you like how my Tudor room's coming along. This is going to be the dining hall, so I'm going to have like a couple of long tables with plenty of food and stuff on. Right, and on this wall over here, I've decided to keep the arched doorways because I like them, and that's quite traditional with Tudor houses to have the arched doorway. So I'm gonna build a heavy wooden door to go in there. So I think that'd look quite nice. I want suit of armour and as I said before, like long tables with plenty of food and stuff. I think it should all come together quite well. So in the next one I'm going to carry on with this, putting the beams up, and yeah, and we will make some long tables and the fireplace. Yeah, so please join me in the next one. I'm getting quite into this now. So yeah, please do join me. Subscribe to our channel. It is free to subscribe. And push that like button if you'd like what I've done so far. And please join me in the next video. And yeah, well, hopefully this will start coming together and look like the Tudor house I want it to. So thanks for watching my video, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye bye.